You know that passion you had for something when you were 3 or 4 years old? For boys, it could have been video games. For girls, it could have been something as simple as dolls. Well, mine was baseball. Ever since I was 3 or 4 years old, I've had that strong passion for baseball. Whenever I was in elementary, during PE, the teacher would always let us do whatever we wanted. So my friends and I would bring our gloves and we'd play catch. We wouldn't be able to bring it back though because she wouldn't trust us. We might break something. Well, all that and the upbringing of myself I've had baseball pretty much revolved around my life. Every little thing I've wanted to do had something to do with baseball. And it's become my passion. And now it brings us to my 3 points. Point 1, the early years mold a competitor. Point 2, family means everything to a ball player. Point 3, making up for your mistakes is key. Going back to point 1, the early years mold a competitor. Ever since I was in T-ball all the way to Little League, I've got the competitive mindset in baseball. When I was in T-ball, I was a catcher, and in T-ball you get 3 pitches that the opposing team would pitch to you. Well, whenever I would get the ball, I'd throw it back to the opposing coach as hard as I can. In T-ball, the coach would be about 5 feet away. And that was just my mindset. He's on the other team, why be nice to him? So I throw it as hard as I can, and you would think, well, a 5-year-old doesn't throw that hard, but I could have a wild arm. The coach didn't know, so it was pretty scary for him. And also, my mindset was always to win, even at the early age. I hated in T-ball at the end of a game that they'd say the game was tied. I hate that. My grandparents used to have to sit in the stands and keep track of the score. So if we win, hey, I won, good job. If we lost, I'd get pretty mad, and it would just motivate me to play harder the next game. My next point 2, family means everything to a ball player. A ball player has 2 families. They have the brothers that we have our games with, and our physical family that actually raised us. And the brothers that we've had our games with, those are the guys that we do everything with. We work hard with them. We look to them for support when we're down, and we support them when they're down. And then also our coaches. The coaches guide us. They're like our parents in a way for the team. They guide us, they teach us everything that they know about the game to give us the best chance of winning. And then you have your physical family, the family that's raised you, the family that's taken you to practices when you were little, the family that's sent you to camps, to training, to get you better for your passion for baseball. Point 3, making up for your mistakes is key. And this is a great lesson my dad learned, and it's a perfect lesson for baseball, because in baseball you're going to make many mistakes. And a prime example of this was last year. We have a young program, so our history books aren't that big. And thankfully, I got the first home run in the school history. And it was actually an accident. It was about the 3rd inning of the game. We had a runner on 3rd, and we were only up by 2 runs. And my coach likes to scrap for runs any way that he can. So he laid down a squeeze play, which means that there's a guy on 3rd, and I had to bunt the ball so the guy would come in. And he gave the signal, and I just didn't see it. So I took the pitch, and it was a strike, and let's just say my coach was really mad at me. He was really, really mad at me, and it was 2 strikes, so I couldn't bunt. Because if you bunt with 2 strikes and it goes foul, you're out. So I had to swing away. So he was pretty mad. We were playing against Fort Stockton, and Fort Stockton liked to play shallow in the outfield, so anything behind them would get you a lot of bases. So that next pitch, I hit it over their heads, and I was fast enough to make it all the way home for the inside the park home run. Yes, it wasn't an over the fence home run, but it's still going to go down as the first home run in the school history. And it was all from me just making up for a mistake. My point's proven. Point 1, the early years mold a competitor. From T-ball all the way to Little League, that competitive mindset has always been molded in my head. That's whenever I learned that I wanted to compete on the baseball field, is at that young age. Point 2, family means everything to a baseball player. Family is what keeps me going. It's what motivates me. The brothers beside me, as well as my physical family that supports me through everything. Point 3, making up for mistakes is key. The lesson my dad taught me is the reason for my success on the diamond. It's been the most important lesson that I have learned, and I will continue to use it during my lifetime. It'll be very important to me. In conclusion, I would just like to talk about the beauty of baseball. Look, if you don't know who these two men are, there's Aaron Judge, 6'7", 280 pounds, and Jose Altuve, 5'6", 160 pounds. And these two men were competing for the AL MVP this past season. And it's not Photoshop. There's a 13-inch height difference, about 120-pound weight difference. And it just goes to show that this game doesn't have limits. As long as you play the technique, play your game, everything will go well. And just surprisingly, the shorter man got this one. He got the MVP this past season. And again, it just goes to show that this game doesn't have any limits. That's the beauty of it.